on contact and don't let up at any point. There was really no reason for a hesitation between second and third.
Yeah, you're full throttle until you're told not to. That's the general rule with 2 outs. That time, he slowed up thinking he would not be waved around, and then when he was, he got caught in no man's land, and that base running mistake could have been costly.
If he's running full speed from first, with the way that ball landed down the right field line and then ricocheted out to the wall, I don't think there's any way he's out between third and home. I think he's scoring, and it's 1-0 Sam Houston with a runner in scoring position. Or excuse me, 1-0 Liberty with a runner in scoring position. Costly base running mistake early for the Flames, and here's Jeffrey David for Sam Houston. We talked about how the Flames got the better of Sam Houston in their initial series, but it's really been the Bearcats that have been in winning ways down the stretch, winning 9 of their last 10 contests. Their only loss coming to Houston and the Big 12 opponent with the Cougars.
Well, they have finished the regular season like you would like to finish a regular season. Everybody hopes, of course, to be playing their best baseball during the tournament championship and on into postseason play on the NCAA level, if possible. And this Sam Houston team certainly is much, much better than it was a month ago.
They lost their final 5 games of April against tough competition, I might add, at Baylor at the Baylor Ballpark in Waco. Then they were swept in 3 games right here at the Love Shack against Louisiana Tech, eventual conference regular season champions. Then they went down to Austin at Dish Falk Field to play the Texas Longhorns, and in doing so, fell 16-9 in that game before winning 9 out of 10 games in the month of May, working into the tournament. So able to turn things around quite a bit, but Sam Houston knows that maybe that was just a blip on the radar and they're able to turn it around tournament time. There's a lot of confidence in that third base dugout.
Once again, the 2-strike shift. It does not come into play with the strikeout.
Oh, Hertzler with his 3rd K in 5 batters, this time on the breaking ball. Told about that fastball. He's got a 12-6 curve that works well, especially against righties. That time he gets the lefty in Christensen. And he starts Lloyd off with a strike. Career game number 200 for Easton Lloyd in that 6th spot now for the Bearcats.
What a luxury that is, to be able to write one guy's name in the lineup card for 3 straight years or so. Or more.
I feel like it's becoming more and more of an anomaly in sports, especially with NIL, transfer portal, and all sorts of different elements that can play a factor at this level. Sam Houston certainly taking advantage of the portal in a couple of areas. Some nearby products from teams like Texas A&M, Texas Tech. Now playing in Huntsville, and they've even had interconference transfers.
And you know, with the proximity of the schools that you just mentioned, it's very likely that Sam Houston tried to recruit those same players who went on somewhere else. It didn't work out for them like they thought it might, and they are good players. And then Sam Houston is waiting to be a receptacle for those players through the transfer portal and NIL. And so there's a lot of jockeying, but just because you transfer doesn't mean you couldn't cut it at the place that you transferred from. It means that you saw a better opportunity to play every day and develop your skills at another school.
This is a Sam Houston team that's really built a reputation underneath Jay Sirianni. 140 wins for Coach Sirianni over his 5 seasons, including a WAC championship in the regular season and the tournament last year. They won 21-1 in the final against Utah Valley last year in Arizona. They put up nearly 50 runs in 4 games. Just exploded at the plate. And the Bearcats know how to win in the postseason. Now in their first year with Conference USA, trying to find a little of that magic as well. Competed in the Baton Rouge Regional last year, so they've been down in Louisiana. Lost 2 games to Oregon State and then beat Tulane in that regional, but it was the Beavers getting the better of the Bearcats in a battle of orange and black. 1-1 popped in the air. It'll stay in the infield. Tatum skies it. At second base, works over Sweat, and the catch is made to retire the side. Runner stranded at first after a 2-out walk, but nothing going for the Bearcats in the second.